Hello guys, it's me Gleff back again and welcome back to another Month of the Mad God video. Today I'm on the testing server and we're going to try out all the new Realm Encounter white bags items in the testing server. We got a bunch of new white bags and some of them are really cool, some are a little bit lackluster, but we will go over them all in this video. If you're planning to buy gold in Realm of the Mad God, well, use my code Gleff on the RotMG web hub at the checkout and you'll get 10% extra gold with any purchase. Okay, the first items I will go over is the Fossilized skull, and then we have the Babel blocks, and then we have the shifting shroud. So, the Fossilized skull will drop from the kaiju in the realm, and the ability says: on ability use with a full meter, spawn a stronger adolescent kaiju. Bonus max HP equal to 35% of item added and flat enchantment added max HP stat. That is kinda interesting. Necromancer raise one baby kaiju to fight for you. And the bullets, well, they do 242 and 362 damage. And they steal 5% of damage dealt. And on equip, well, you will get some bonus HP. And then, of course, I have the enchantments there. But you can see me running around here in the Godland. And with a press of a spacebar, well, you will spawn the small kaiju. And when the meter is full, well, the big kaiju will then spawn. When I tried this out in the sprite forest, well, it was kinda busted. I really like this skull. The big kaiju is pretty powerful. And the small kaijus also, so I think this is a very interesting item, and I think this is a new way to give bonus max HP of an item, 35% of item added and flat enchantment added max HP, so I think you can go for a very large HP set with this skull. The next item is the shifting shroud, and this item will drop from the AI slop. Or artificial slop. Well, on enemy hit, 4% chance to summon a slime that chases enemies. Blue slime fires 90 and 120 damage shots. Green slime fires 65 to 85 damage armor piercing shots. Lifetime 4 seconds, XP bonus 8, and on equip you'll get 80 MP, 12 defense, 4 dexterity and 4 wisdom. I think that this robe does its work. It's nothing revolutionizing, but you can get a lot of slimes at the same time. You can see me going here on a priest in the Lod, and well, with the Babel blocks that will also spawn friendly unit around you, well, the blue and green slime also go around you and do some damage. The next item is the Babel blocks, and this ring will drop from the Towering Perfection. On ability use, summons an orbiting cuboid minion depending on your class. Duration 8 seconds. Cuboid fires every 0.2 seconds and deals damage equal to a tier 12 weapon. On equip, you'll get 130 HP and plus 8 vitality. So that is quite a lot of HP for a ring and very interesting. And we can see here on ability, well, I spawn a cuboid necromancer that will fire as a tier 12 weapon. We can see here the cuboid, well, it fires like a tier 12 staff, and when I did it on melee, well, it was a tier 12 weapon. Okay, the next item is a wand, and this is very interesting. It's called Ravenous Wand. On enemy hit, 3% chance to gain Berserk for 2 seconds. Shoots multiple bullets, so we have a lot of different bullets here. A total of 5 bullets, and all of them do bleeding. And on equip, you'll get 55 HP, and you won't get any defense or MP, since that is an enchantment. But looking at this item here, shooting it. Okay. The bullets are like transparent for some reason, and well, using this item in a dungeon, you can see me here running around in a LOD, and well, you do get Berserk quite often. So this item will really excel when you are shooting at enemies and you get the berserk. And it makes the priest or one classes maybe a little bit better when soloing bosses. A very interesting item, and I like that you get the plus 55 HP from it, and I can see this item being used quite a lot on wand classes. The next item is probably the craziest item that they released with all of these. It's the UT tome called Scary Stories. Okay, listen here. It doesn't cost any MP. It costs HP. It costs 150 HP. So effect on enemy, armor broken for 4 seconds within 3.5 squares around your character. Area of effect, 400 damage within 3.5 squares plus 1 per max health past 700. On enemy hit, you'll heal 20 HP and you'll consume 20 MP. So that means if you hit enemies, you will get healed. So if you miss this item, your HP will go down with 150, which is insane. You'll get bonus dexterity equal to 4% of an item added and flat enchantment added max HP stat. MP cost 0, yeah, it's crazy. You can go down low. You can see here in my vault, I'm just eating up my HP, and I did try this in a lot, and you can't kill yourself. So that's at least great that you can't kill yourself with this tome. That would be kinda insane for a priest, that you could kill yourself by using a tome. But this item is very high risk versus high reward. If you're within enemies that you can tank, you'll do the armor break on them and you'll heal directly. So yeah, it's a very risky item. It's fun, I guess. It's a funny item. I'm not sure if this will see that like broad use in the game. I'm not sure, but yeah, I like that they're thinking a little bit outside the box with some of these items. Also to note on the wand and book is that the Scary Stories will drop from the Possessed Pumpkin, and Ravenous wand will drop from the Ravenous Rot in the Realm. The next item on this list is the Rift Rippers, and this will drop from the Astral Rift. So this is a pretty straightforward item. It doesn't do that much. It shoots multiple bullets. You'll see me shooting this here. It's very, very weird. It's like a bulwark, but a little bit of a weird pattern. When I tried this in the Trials of Cronus, well, I think it was pretty hard to hit, and the damage seems to be very, very underwhelming. So I'm not sure if this is an item that you're supposed to stand in the enemies, like staggered in Oryx 3, for example. That might be a great occasion for this item, but I'm not really sure. These are probably the biggest letdown of all of these items, but I guess all of the items can't be the best with this release. So yeah, I feel like they are a little bit underwhelming. It's a very weird boomerang pattern. Maybe some like endgame player can find a great way to use these in combination with other things. I'm not sure. The next item will drop from the Skull Centipede, I think it's called in the realm. It's called the Skeletal Centipede. So this is a druid like sigil, and it's called Skeletal Sigilpede. This item I like very much. I don't like druid as a class. I hate it, quite frankly. But I think this is very cool. So pressing the spacebar, the meter will of course go up, and when you transform, you will turn into a centipede with things around you, which is kinda insane. Centipede form, transform for 9 seconds, granting 40 wit and reducing weapon range by 33%. Segments deal 100 damage, and your attacks gain extra shots on enemy hit. That's very interesting. Check me here in the realm, and you'll see me just going around with the centipede, doing more damage. I think this item is very interesting. I'm not sure if this is the best. I'm not a great druid player. I don't like druid that much. But at least a very fun item that will, like, it looks very, very pleasing to look at, which is also nice for an item. Okay, the next item is probably my favorite item. I really like Bard as a class, and here we have the Obsidian lyre, and I think this drops from the Stygian mirror. Yeah. This item, damage 1050 to 1200. It scales with defense, so plus 550. You'll get damage reduction, and they fixed that now, so you will receive 85% damage for 3 seconds. Party effect within 7 squares, plus 3 increases defense by 9, plus 3 for 9 seconds. Range 7, shots hit multiple targets, shots pass through obstacles. MP cost 100. So this makes your Bard super tanky. And look at these, like the sprite. What is that? Holy moly. That looks actually insane. You can see me here running around in the Infernal Abyss. I think this item is great. Your damage reduction is working. You'll get extra defense. So it's just a great item that will keep your Bard alive for a little bit longer. And it probably have the coolest sprite of an item in the game overall. So yeah, I really like this item. This is an item I really want in Divine. And yeah, the Obsidian lyre I really like. Okay, the next item is probably the trickiest item. This is the rectangular prism, and this will drop from the cube deity, which is a pretty hard boss in the realm. Well, summon shadows you and chases enemies within 4 tiles, implodes within 0.5 tiles or after 4 seconds, transforming into a decoy for 5 seconds. Summons, rectangular prism summon. And we have a lot of different summons here. You'll see the insane amount of damage I do later, soon, in a shatters, which is just crazy. The range is 4, shot hits multiple targets, they will pass through obstacles. Shot effect slowed for 3 seconds, plus 8 wisdom. This is a crazy item. You will have like when you press your spacebar, they will follow you, and then they will implode. And holy moly, do they implode with damage. You can see here me running around the first switches in the Legacy Shatters. It's just insane. So yeah, this looks like a very interesting item, and I like that it doesn't have teleport. It's just an item that will do a lot of damage and could work as a good decoy for your trickster. Okay, the next 2 items is here on my knight, and the first item is the sword. We have the General's Arsenal. This will drop from the Legion General in the realm, and the damage is 85 to 107. On enemy, 8% chance to fire an arrow, dealing 100 to 200 damage. Range 4.25. They will pass through obstacles. Rate of fire 200%. And this is just like a crazy D-blade, or a pixie. It's just a better pixie in today's manner. Yeah, it doesn't do that much else. On equip, you'll get 5 defense. I guess that's nice. So other than that, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think it's great. Yeah, it's a sword that's like a pixie or a D-blade. And the damage compared to a D-blade was kinda the same. You can see me here in the guild hall. And the D-blade do have Hellfire's Edge, Awakened Enchantment. So yeah, the damage was kinda equal to each other. Well, the next item is the Barnacle Shell. This is a very interesting armor, and this drops from the Man-Eating Barnacle, which is a new event. And on ability, summon a Barnacle that shoots enemies and follows you. Barnacle gains an extra 40 bleed damage for every 1.6 seconds it is stationary. Duration 8 seconds, cooldown 8 seconds. This is really cool. So when you press spacebar, you'll get the Barnacle that will sit on the ground, and like it will grow, and then when it follows you, it will follow you and do damage to things around you. So if you can stand still, you should be standing still for at least 1 or 2 ticks for it, and then it can follow you and do a great amount of damage. So yeah, a very interesting item. You can see me here running around in the Ice Citadel, and yeah, it looks kinda nice. And On equip, you'll get only 25 defense, so it's a high defense armor. So getting some HP enchantments on this is probably what you want with this item. The next item, well, it's the Wrathful conduit, and this will drop from the daughter of Lyman. So lightning, 1 target, 720 damage plus 120. Shock blast, it's only targeting to 1, okay? And then total damage is 1020 plus 20 over 3 squares. And the thing with this scepter is that it triggers 10 times around the enemy. So it could be very, very useful to hit the singular target of a boss or in a great swarm of enemies. So there will be 10 triggers after you've hit the target. And you can see me here running around in the Lost Halls. Very interesting. I like it. You have to learn how to use it probably, since it's only 1 target, and the MP cost is 95, so it's not the highest amount of an ability. But yeah, you gotta aim with your scepter here, and I think it can be a very, very good scepter on your sorcerer. And the last item is the Cold Front, which is a bow. It very much looks like the bow that we've gotten from the Retro Winds event. So yeah, on enemy hit, 5% to boost dexterity by 2 for 6 seconds. You will have a lot of different bullets here. On equip, it gives 30 HP and 3 defense. Yeah, it's a good ranged bow. The range is 8, and it does pretty much pretty good damage, to be honest. You can see me here running around. I think it's good. It's nothing that's like controversial or new. It's a nice long-ranged bow. So maybe on the bard with the lyre, well, maybe that's a good combination. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a bow. It's a Cold Front bow. And that one will drop from the new enemy in the realm, which is called the Cold Soul. So that is all the different items. I like some of them are mediocre, and some of them are like questionable. Why add this? But one interesting thing they did here, they forgot to give the Kensei a UT ability. They said in the patch notes like, oh yeah, now all characters should have something to strive for. Well, the Kensei don't have an ability, and I think all the other classes have a realm UT right now. So yeah, poor Kensei. What do you guys think of all of these items? Comment down below, join my 5k gold giveaway, use code Gleff at the RotMG web hub if you want some extra gold with your purchase, and I'll see you guys in a later video. Like and subscribe. This is a very long message. I'll see you guys later, tomorrow. I've got a video planned for tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Bye bye.